Hey guys, it's Greg, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to use any Google font you want on your WordPress blog or website. And we're going to put this font in on some text on a pretty normal blog post right here. This will work on posts, pages, and other parts of your WordPress blog or website. The first step is to go to google.com/fonts and using the search bar or the filters, find the right font you want. And we're going to go with this popular Roboto font. Once you've found the right font, click on the sideways arrow called Quick Use. And at the top you'll likely see multiple styles of the font you want, but just make sure normal is checked for now. Then come down to section 3 where we need to put some HTML code into our WordPress site. This part's really easy. Just click on the white space to highlight this one line of HTML and then copy it. Once you've copied it, come back to your WordPress blog or website and go to the dashboard. Now, one way to insert this code into your WordPress website would be to go to Appearance Editor and paste that code in a file called header.php, which unfortunately not all of us have today with the modern themes that people are creating. Furthermore, if you paste this code in header.php and then update your theme, the changes and the Google fonts might get lost. So we want to go to Plugins. And now click Add New. And to do this flawlessly, look up a plugin called WP Insert Code. Once you've installed WP Insert Code, like I have, you can go to Settings, WP Insert Code. Now in the upper section called Header Code, which should be blank for you, however I have some code for the Facebook page plugin, which also goes in this section. Just make some space and then paste in your code from Google Fonts. Make sure the codes don't overlap if there's anything else in there. Save changes. And now that Google font is linked with your WordPress blog or website. Now we want to use it. So let's visit our blog and find the post we want to use. Click Edit, and I'm going to show you how to insert this font inline in your post using inline CSS, which is a good way to practice with fonts. Click on the Text tab and put your cursor right at the start. And now go back to Google Fonts where we need to copy the CSS from section 4. Once again, just click to the right of the code to highlight and copy. And now back on our WordPress blog, follow with me and write the following inline CSS. Open bracket, P for paragraph, style, equals quotation mark. Now I'm going to hit Command Paste on my Mac to paste that in. However you like pasting, now just paste the code from Google Fonts, close quotation mark, and close alligator. And then after the end of your section where you're going to use this font, alligator /P alligator to close off the CSS tag and the CSS code. And we can see we've successfully used a Google font because the fonts look different. If we go back to Google Fonts, we can also use the different styles. Just check them and we can see our section 3 HTML will change. If the section 3 HTML changes, we then need to highlight it and copy it again. And then come back to our WordPress site, Appearance, Settings, WP Insert Code, paste it in with those new styles inserted, save. Now when we go back to our blog, there won't be any immediate changes, but if we now edit post, we can do as Google tells us and use the font weight property like such in our inline CSS. Just put your mouse after the semicolon and write font weight, and then of course we want the right font weight, like 500. With the semicolon, make sure to get that last semicolon and update. And now when we view post, we'll see 3 different types of font in this post. The original font that we had on this theme, and then Roboto normal, and then Roboto with the font weight 500. To get the italics working, you would simply need to edit your post and then write in font style italic semicolon and update and view post, and you've done the job. You can of course use many other properties on your fonts that you might like size and color, and you can use multiple fonts from Google too on different parts of your website. Just keep in mind that on any complete website, 3 fonts is more than enough. To do so, just find another good font, click Quick Use, and then as we did before, copy in that one line of HTML into your WordPress site in Settings, WP Insert Code. You can just put that right below the previous font. Make sure they don't overlap at all. Click Save Changes. And now on the blog post, we can insert yet another font. Let's copy another line, paste it out, and in this case we only need to make one small change to the word roboto. We need to change that to Montserrat. Update, view post, and you get the picture. Looking good. If you'd like to make global site-wide changes to your font, such as changing every piece of text or every piece of text in the body of your website, it's recommended to use an external style sheet instead. To do that, just go to your dashboard, and you might have a custom CSS section in Appearance Customize, which might look like a window such as this one in Custom CSS. If you do have such a window, you can write out body, and then you need to put your CSS in here. Of course, that CSS would be exactly the same as what Google provides us. We just need to paste that in, and if body is the right selector, then you'll see that change on your site right away. And if body is not the right selector, then you're going to need to play around and try something like H1, H2, H3, or so on. To find the exact selector like body or H1 or H2 you need, you can always highlight part of your website, right click and hit inspect, and you'll see what selector the theme developer chose. In this case, it's an H2, and we can see that right here in the inspect element HTML. That's as far as we're going to go for now in this demo. I hope you enjoyed learning how to use any Google font in your WordPress blog or website using inline CSS or external CSS. If you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to leave me those in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll see you next time.